very good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Today we'll be focusing on reports coming in from the southeastern part of the country. But before we take a look at most of those stories, let's take a look at our top story at the moment. Following recent reports of fatal road crashes in some parts of the country, the Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Malam Shehu Mohammed, is asking Nigerians to collaborate with the FRSC by observing road safety rules and cautioning erring drivers in order to minimize crashes, injuries, and death on the roads. The Corps Marshal, who paid a courtesy call to Channels Television's headquarters in Lagos, where he was welcomed by top management staff, said the Corps will launch a mobile app to improve road safety management in Nigeria. He further warns motorists to desist from overspeeding and overloading of vehicles.
The road is not made only for the motorists, it is for every road user. And every road user in Nigeria is entitled to free flow of traffic, free flow of moving from one destination to another. So we are calling on all Nigerians to support FRC, to support the crusade so that Nigeria will be safe. The road traffic crashes that are happening in the country will reduce so that the economy, the corporate image of Nigeria will also come up. The FRC mobile app is just like any other application that can be downloaded on Android phone and any other phone that can take up applications. And the idea is to assist the motoring public to have a better use of the highway. And as said earlier, to reduce road traffic crashes and also improve on the response time on accident scene. The functionality of that app is that it takes all the processes, services, and products that FRC have. One beauty aspect of it that I will always cherish, and I'm sure the public are going to cherish, is the eyewitness report. You can use it to take picture of either an accident scene or our operation enforcement staff that are on the road. If they are making any patrol misconduct or whatever, you can take the picture and send it to our motoring unit in the office all real time so that we can take action.
The House of Representatives Committee on Reformatory Institutions has commended the Abia State government for implementing the Reforms Act. The committee made this known during an oversight function on the Correctional Center in Abakaliki, the Abia State capital.
Members of the House of Representatives Committee on Reformatory Institutions are currently on an oversight visit to the Correctional Center in Abakaliki, the Abia State capital. Mr. Orga commends the state government for implementing the Reforms Act, affirming its positive impact on reducing crime rates and supporting the state government's people-oriented policies.
We appreciate what the governor have done. There is a law that initiated by this committee. Abia State House of Assembly is the first in the whole country to pass into law, and we commend that effort. This will help for dispensing of justice, and it's only Abia State that the chief judge and the government have visited prison correction service constantly to know the welfare and release some of the inmates that had minor offenses. And we are here today, Your Excellency, to inform you that the National Assembly is very, very open and ready to partner with all the state government to make sure the implementation of the 1999 Constitution as amended is properly implemented.
The state government supports the committee's efforts and assures that plans are in place to enhance the correctional system and promote rehabilitation in the state.
The result is evident because there is the relative low in criminal records in the state. Just like he said, when he, on assumption of office, he empowered over 5,000 people with 2 million naira each, and they are busy in their various sectors. promoting the economy of the state and Nigeria in general.
Meanwhile, the House Committee members conduct an inspection tour of the Nigeria Correctional Services headquarters in Abakaliki to gain insight into the current state of the correctional facility. They call for justice reforms to help decongest the facility.
At the beginning of this 10th assembly, we have a committee on investigation of the congestion of the prison, by which the judiciary, the human rights and justice were all part of it. And we have come up with a resolution, and I believe that resolution is lead why the United Nations UNODC is part of working to make sure the implementation of all these things is occurred. And we are trying our best. You come to the aspect of the ration. Yes, we know that the amount approved for the feeding of the inmate cannot feed them. But we are doing everything possible, seeking for the approval of the president to make sure that the president increase the ration fee.
The Abakaliki Correctional Facility has a capacity to hold 1,212 inmates. Mr. Oga appeals to the state governor to complete the project, promising that additional funds will be appropriated for correctional services.
We head over to Enugu State, where the state governor, Mr. Peter Mbah, has inaugurated the committee for the implementation of the new national minimum wage for civil and public servants in the state, giving the committee a maximum of 1 month to submit its report. Inaugurating the committee, Governor Mbah reiterated his commitment to workers' welfare and urged the committee to consult widely with relevant stakeholders, especially the ministries, departments, and agencies, to ensure that the workers take ownership of the eventual report. The governor is expecting a comprehensive review of the salary chart of all categories and cadres of workers of both the state and the local government levels, the unified local government system, using the existing state salary chart as a guide.
We expect, as a terms of reference, for you to do a comprehensive review of the salary chart of the all categories and cadres of workers, both at the state and the local government level, the unified local government system, using the existing state salary chart as a guide. We also expect that in the course of this job, you are going to consult and engage the relevant MDAs, including the key officers. So we need to show a collaborative approach so that we get the people take ownership of this assignment at the time that you generate your report. So nobody would claim that they were left out. So we need to employ a collaborative approach in executing this assignment. And then finally, we would expect to have a detailed report submitted within a month. So this is a task that you must take seriously. We want to get on with the implementation of the new national minimum wage.
Still in Enugu, the state governor, Peter Mbah, has commissioned an eco-friendly mega asphalt production plant built by his administration to drastically reduce the cost of road construction in the state. While commissioning the plant for use, the governor states that the plant, which is designed to produce 160 tons of asphalt per hour, will enable his administration achieve its target of over 1,000 kilometers of roads per annum.
Enugu State is making headlines today as Governor Peter Mbah's administration officially commissions the state's first asphalt production plant. Built under Mbah's leadership, this facility aims to significantly reduce road construction costs throughout the state. The governor, members of the Executive Council, contractors, and the public are all present to witness this historic event. Special Advisor to the Governor on Project Development and Implementation, Uche Nawatu, explains the plan's technical specifications, with a production capacity of 160 tons per hour and 3,200 tons per day. The plant is set to revolutionize road construction in the state.
The production time for a ton of asphalt in this asphalt plant is 23 seconds, meaning that in 45 seconds, it can drop 2 tons of asphalt. The process starts from the hot elevator to the screen, and the screen is what makes it unique. The screen is where these materials, if you are doing a wearing course or you're doing a binder, that's where the separation is being done, the one up there. Then from the screen to the beam, the collector, then the mixer where bitumen is added, and within 5 seconds, the jaw opens and it drops the asphalt. It's highly automated. It's not only capable of handling large-scale projects, but it's also incredibly efficient and cost-effective.
Amen.
After the briefing, Governor Peter Mbah officially inaugurates the plant and inspects the facility. He underscores that this plant is a key milestone towards achieving his administration's goal of building 1,000 kilometers of roads annually.
Our infrastructure in Enugu State is world class. We understand that investment will come, investors will come, but only to the extent that we enable it as government. So ours is to have a government-enabled but private sector-driven economy. And that's why we're going the extra mile to enable that environment. But most importantly, to also help the private sector de-risk the investment flow to our state.
Governor Mbah also announces plans to source materials locally, including asphalt inputs, mining, and stone crushing.
It's not just production of asphalt where we have to buy the inputs. We're also, in a few days from now, we're also going to be inaugurating a plant where we're going to be mining and crushing the stones that we need to feed these plants. So we're going to have everything in Enugu localized. We're also blessed with bitumen. So we're not going to go too far to procure our bitumen. It is our hope that we're going to start the exploration of our bitumen in the state. So in a few years' time, we're going to be able to also produce the bitumen that we'll use to feed these plants.
As Governor Mbah marks his achievement as a promise kept, residents remain hopeful that the enhanced infrastructure will improve rural roads, boost agricultural production, and elevate living standards across the state.
Welcome back. The governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, has flagged off the reconstruction of the 41.4-kilometer Ohafia or Arochukwu Highway, expressing his administration's determination to provide an enabling environment for residents and businesses to thrive. Speaking during the symbolic flag-off at Old Soldier Junction, Ibim, Ohafia in Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti said the road project, when completed, will put an end to the age-old nightmare and give fellow Abians living in the over 60 communities and clans around this corridor a new lease of life.
The 41.4-kilometer Ohafia Arochukwu Road is a federal road linking the 5 local government areas in Abia North Senatorial District and has been a subject of discussion among road users who plight as a result of its deplorable state. Residents say the reconstruction of this particular road was first awarded by the Petroleum Trust Fund when former President Muhammadu Buhari was the chairman under General Sani Abacha's administration, and it was abandoned and later re-awarded in 2011 by former President Goodluck Jonathan before it was also abandoned. It appears that succor might have come as the Abia State Governor Alex Oti flagged off the road with construction equipment mobilized to the site. Addressing supporters, traditional rulers, and top government officials, Governor Alex Oti pleads with the federal government to consider making the necessary financial provisions to eventually reimburse the state, since it has taken the bull by the horns by doing what a responsible government should do for its citizens.
What we have come today to do is to take our destiny in our hands, convinced that the federal government, whose approval we have fully obtained to execute this project, will eventually do what is right and fair in the long-term economic interest of the good people of Abia State.
Former Minister of Finance, Dr. Kalu Idika Kalu, and other stakeholders in the state share their thoughts on the proactive steps taken by Alex Oti-led administration to put an end to the residents' age-old nightmare.
When this state was created, there were all kinds of promises, all kinds of expectations. There is no doubt that with the coming of Dr. Alex Oti and his team, people are happy. These expectations are being realized steadily.
The construction of this road represents a cementing of the brotherhood and the bond between Aruchukwu and the Ohafia local government. It builds our social, economic development and also works towards our development of businesses.
This road it's like a big testament for the people of Abia State. This road is a blessing. It's not just a road construction, it's a blessing for the people of Ohafia and Arochukwu. We want to tell you that this governor that you have is a blessing from above, because he has made sure that there is nothing that will stop this road, not to hit the timelines that this road has been set to meet.
For the people of the state, the excitement knows no bounds, as they believe that the project, when completed, would ease their burden, create economic advancement opportunities within communities, and build new systems of advantages for the next generation.
Still in Abia State, Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has gifted 1,000 women petty traders in the state the sum of 50 million naira to enhance their trades. She made the donation through her Renewed Hope initiative. Mrs. Tinubu was represented at the event by the wife of the Chief of Staff to the President, Mrs. Salamatu Gbajabiamila, who says the grant is part of a continued commitment to drive economic growth towards a better life for families.
It's the turn of women in Abia State to benefit from the Renewed Hope intervention channeled through the office of Nigeria's First Lady, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. 1,000 women petty traders in Abia State are gifted with 50 million naira to enhance their businesses. Senator Tinubu, who was represented by the wife of the Chief of Staff to the President, Mrs. Salamatu Gbajabiamila, says the grant is part of the federal government's continued commitment to drive economic growth and a better life for families. The grant is to help women traders overcome business challenges.
Through the Renewed Hope Initiative Economic Empowerment Program, we are providing 1,000 pre-selected women petty traders per state with a grant of 50,000 naira each. She will be energized to grow their businesses. A total of 1,850 million naira will be disbursed to 37,000 women petty traders across the nation.
In her welcome address, the wife of the governor of Abia State, Priscilla Oti, is grateful for the Renewed Hope intervention geared towards poverty alleviation. She believes the day the grant is being given symbolizes recognition, empowerment, and hope.
We have come together to launch this very old tiny intervention by RBH and initiative. Today, people who contribution was needed in this bag. Today is also a day of recognition, empowerment, and hope as we award this right to really nano businesses. And we're not only shaping our economy, but also transforming our communities.
For the Abia State governor, who's represented by his deputy, Ikechukwu Emetu, the initiative demonstrates a commitment to women empowerment, and the state under this administration believes that investing in women accelerates prosperity and peace.
This initiative demonstrates a shared commitment to empowering women and promoting economic growth. By offering doctorization grants, it aims to support women in expanding their businesses, enhancing operations, and achieving better financial stability. Here in Abia State, our dynamic governor, Dr. Alex Chioma, to be very proud. Having known that investing in women has limited as totally investing in women raise prosperity and peace, and students of this campaign promise to empower Abia women in building their businesses at the grassroots and help to create wealth across the state.
Economic empowerment remains a core objective of the Renewed Hope initiative as it delivers on its promise to support the economic reforms of President Bola Tinubu's administration across the 6 geopolitical zones.
Still on women developments, but this time in Imo State. As Nigerians continue to grapple with the present economic challenges, about 200 rural women, farmers and youths have benefited from the initiative of a political and non-profit Making Imo-based women and youth empowerment organization. According to the organizers of this empowerment initiative, which took place in Ihite Uboma local government area of Imo State, the organizers say the aim of the program tagged Project Mount is to contribute their own quota to the reduction of high unemployment rates and economic hardship in the society by offering support to rural women, youths, and farmers to boost, establish, or re-establish their trade skills and farming ventures.
Rural women, youths, and farmers from various autonomous communities in Uboma local government area of Imo State are present here to be a part of the Project Mount initiative of the Ike Odome Foundation. These beneficiaries, who have been carefully selected, will be given monetary support for their businesses, especially in farming. They will also be given opportunity to access interest-free revolving loans to the tune of 100 million naira. The coordinator, Ike Odome, who speaks virtually to the beneficiaries, gives the reason behind this initiative.
The idea behind this initiative will empower. How can we help? The word mount means to climb.
Some of the facilitators also share more insight about the empowerment initiative, explaining that 200 women will go home with 100,000 naira each, while 40 youths will go home with 500,000 naira each.
Project Mount is actually a project or initiative of the Ike Odeme Foundation aimed at empowering women, girls, and youth to become financially independent, self-reliant, and also to acquire skills in their various areas of interest.
Some of the beneficiaries express happiness for this magnanimity.
I wish them long life, prosperity. May God bless them, continue to prosper them, and cover them in the name of Jesus.
And now, I'm going to invest and put it in the rice farm so that in the next 4 months, which I will start harvesting, I will not bring enough rice that I will package and to make feeding the cost of reduce the poverty in our community and Hitoboma at large.
In line with that,
according to the organizers, this is the first stage of the Project Mount. The second stage will commence in no distant time, when more youths and women will be accommodated. Iyitope Channels Television News.
And that's it on Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Stay safe.